Okay, I believe we are back on. It is 8:40. Welcome back to all those who were on our opportunity call just prior to this. If I can encourage any one of our associates to get on these opportunity calls, not if even if you don't have anybody that comes on with you, just going over that deck and hearing this over and over again, it's such a powerful tool to get in your brain and to start to be able to regurgitate some of that information. And that way you'll find when you're out in the street, when you're out in the at the shows and you'll think, oh yeah, this is how it's best explained, or this is what I can say. Those answers are going to come a lot faster. The more you familiarize yourself with these, the opportunity deck, and learn from these trainings. So, for those of you who are just jumping on now, as far as associates, we are going to be led by our leader, Terry St. Edmund, and he is going to talk about a little bit about his travels recently, and also some tips for our field and how to get our teams going and what it means to qualify a team member and to maybe kick a lot of us in the butt and get us going again.
Well, Darlene, thank you so much. We all need a kick in the butt. But from day one when I joined this, this isn't rocket science. I just treated it like a business. I needed to provide for my family. This was the avenue I chose. Was it easy? No, it hasn't been easy, and not there are easier days. But it's been difficult. And was it easy? No. Was it better? Absolutely, 100%. It's allowed me to make so many amazing friends. It's allowed me to travel the world, and it's allowed me to make a passive income that I knew nothing about. Because you know what I did? I worked 12 to 15 hours a day in a family business for, 35 years, and dealt with over 280 employees. And I made way less money doing that than I do now, based on the fact that I was coachable, that I wanted to learn the profession, and I wanted to work hard at it, so that I could provide for my family. It's nothing other than that. And some people are motivated by other things. But what I wanted to talk about, I just got back from Dusseldorf, Germany. I left on Thursday evening last week, and flew because they were doing the 2025 launch for Europe and the UK. And I felt at times I was in the airport more than I was at the event because uh, I got to Frankfurt, Germany, in the morning, because it's an 8-hour flight, and I had a connector from from Frankfurt, Germany to Dusseldorf, and I missed the connector. So I was in the airport for an additional 3.5 hours. And anyways, it was an adventure, and what the heck, it was all good. I just listened to a bunch of people babble in German and didn't understand a word, and it was actually fun. So, but the event was absolutely spectacular. And just by way of a couple of house cleaning things, today. Some of you people that have reached certain ranks were on a leadership call today, and I just wanted to remind everybody of the Cancun incentive trip. Okay, so the incentive trip we have till the end of this month to qualify, with the ability to win and join that trip. And doesn't matter what points you have. If you're close, you need 1,500 points. In your back office, you'll see the list of what you can achieve for points and people on your team that you can rank up that you get points for. Also, customers you get points for. So let's go, let's go, let's go. We still need to work towards that trip to Cancun that is going to take place on July 10th through the 14th, in Cancun. So that's an exciting thing. The other thing is too, at the North American launch in Orlando, which some of you were at, this company, Jay, is investing in this team. And that is just amazing to me. We had the amazing Dr. John C. Maxwell, who spoke at our event, and is just an absolute amazing speaker. He has written over 91 books, has sold $38 million worth of books, and this guy is incredible. And if you were to invest in a year's training with John Maxwell, it would cost you 20, to $25,000. What Jay has done for those that achieve vice president rank in this company, he is paying for everybody to have a year's mentorship by John C. Maxwell. There will be a 5-hour in-person training in West Palm Beach in Florida. And I have to look at the date, but I believe it's March 31st. I'll just make sure that I confirm that. March 31st in West Palm Beach. So this is an exciting time. This guy, and you know what really, really impressed me about our CEO, inventor, and leader? I mean, let's face it, Jay is the leader. Our inventor and CEO is the leader of this company. But what really, really impressed me about this gift from him was the fact that he said that he's taking the training himself. And he is putting all his corporate staff through that. So I think that there's just a couple of quick little takeaways from the event that I was in Dusseldorf along with Dan Cristante from Toronto. There was other members there from different teams. Our number one income earner in the company, Lori Petrelli, was there, along with a few people on her team as well were there. But one of the things that I think is really, really important, that if you're doing this as a business, whether it's part-time or full-time, I think one of the most important things to do is to align yourself with Jay and his mission. I wasn't always aligned. I have to admit that. I wasn't always aligned. And I see that this guy has had, so many people tell him he couldn't. So many people tell him that this wasn't possible, right from thought leaders to amazing doctors and scientists and so on. And now he never lost sight of his vision. He never lost sight of the mission and got there. And, that was a learning curve for me. And I'm doing everything in my power to align myself with our CEO and inventor, Jay Dollywall. I have been in my own family businesses for years. And one of the hard things for me coming into network marketing was this business of Super Patch Corporate is not my business. So, there's things I didn't necessarily agree with, and that was really hard for me to take. And so I had to have a refresher and a better mindset myself, which I made that my point to do in 2025. And it's really exciting to find out that Jay, as our leader, is really pushing the whole one team atmosphere. And when I look back, being one of the original gangsters in this company, as the second associate in this company, my mindset at the time, as this company, there was just a few of us that had started, was to help everybody and never, ever worry about who was aligned with me financially and so on. And so I think that mindset coming through from our CEO, who does a lot of trainings where most companies pay people to do trainings and training calls and so on. This is Jay's baby. This is his mission. This is his lifelong mission to do. And I think if we all do a better job at aligning with him and taking the one team attitude, that we will all be better for it. And so anybody here who's close, all managing directors, people that are close, don't give up hope. Let's go. Let's get people you haven't talked to. Let's go into your phones. Let's go into your day timers. Find out who we haven't talked to. And let's get people on three-way calls. Let's do that. Let's build. And let's all have the best opportunity we can to improve ourselves and improve the way we not only present this opportunity, but the way we do it ourselves. So, Dan, I'd love to hear from you just quickly. You were at the event. Give us a couple quick points of what you felt about the European event, maybe in comparison with the North American event.
Yeah, sure, Terry. Thank you. And like you, I spent a lot of time in airport. I got fogged in Amsterdam for 7 hours. But I also met some people and I talked to them about Super Patch while I was there. So, Christoph mentioned one thing when he started his presentation, and that was You're a super patch consultant all day long, not just part of the time or whenever you're doing it. You're a consultant all the time. And one of the things that really stuck with me from Jay was the fact that he reminded us that all of us have played a positive role in someone's life. And he brought that up about all of us being in the room because why? We have customers and we have associates, and we've changed their lives by introducing this product. And he reminded us that by doing that every day, we have the opportunity to change people's lives. And the other thing that stuck with me a bit was something I've heard him say before, but that it kind of resonated again, and that was how things have moved from treating infectious diseases to chronic issues. And chronic issues now are what we deal with super patch, as opposed to infectious issues, which are dealt with through pharma. And I thought that was a really interesting, I've heard it before, but it really kind of stuck. And as far as being in a North American presentation versus a European presentation, if you haven't caught on about how fast and how big and how wide this company has grown, just sit yourself down in a room with almost 1,000 people. We had what, 900 people in that room. We had people from Norway and Switzerland and Germany, and that's when it really kind of, the impact of not only hearing these different countries, but being able to walk up and talk to people from different countries and the things that they're doing in their country. Being at an event like this was really exciting for me, as was Jay's announcement that next year the launch will be a global launch, not North America and Europe. It'll be a global launch. He said, place to be determined, but it would be global. And I thought that was very exciting, with the fact that all of us would come together for a 2026 launch somewhere in the world.
He announced it today, Dan. It's a global launch. Every country that's open will be invited, and it will be in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Okay.
Easy flights to get to. Venue's big enough to house us, and it will be a 2-day event, and it will be in January. So it'll be mid to late January. They'll announce the date. So we will have at least 9 months to prepare, book our holidays. No excuses. You want to take your business to another level. I've spoke often about events. The networking you can do with other leaders, the stuff you can learn, the gold nuggets, the people you can meet when you're out and about at the casino in this case next year, because I'm sure people will be walking through the casinos and meeting people, and there will be a lot of people doing lateral and dynamic balance assessments all over Vegas next year. So really, really exciting to have the opportunity for 30 plus countries to come together in one room under the auspice of one team. And I think that's really, really exciting. So thank you very much, Dan. It was really great spending some time with you, but it was a whirlwind. That's for sure. So, but what I wanted to talk about tonight is the importance of qualification of your people. And, a lot of times we get into the position where we look and we say, well, I've got this many people on my team, but nobody's doing anything. And so really, I think it's really important. We've talked about it before, which is called tap rooting. It's getting back involved. And a lot of times people aren't doing anything because two things. They're not up to speed. They don't know what the opportunity is. They don't know what changes have been made, but they're in your organization. Their memberships have renewed. Whether, they bought any product or whatever, is irrelevant. What's really important is for you as the leader, for you as your CEO of your business, is to reach out to these people and have a conversation with them. Yeah, I've said it before that I've had to do it lots of times myself and apologize for not being a great leader, not being a good leader to you. But basically, we all can improve. We can all get better. And the importance of reaching out to them and saying, listen, what I really want to know is update you a little bit what's going on, update you with some of our products, and find out whether your thoughts have changed, because a lot of times us that started years ago started with socks and insoles. And we have people that haven't been clued in as to what's happening. And I had an amazing call with a lady today that was on our opportunity call that had no concept of the changes that we have made to this company and the opportunity that is there before them. So it's really, really important to reach out. And it's okay if they're still in a position where, you know, they don't want to build or whatever. And I've said it time and time again. What are we building here? What are you building? You're building a worldwide distribution network of people that are all buying and selling a little bit of product every month. And so why are we doing that? Because that's what corporate is doing. We're all part of the worldwide distribution network of corporate Super Patch that we're all buying and selling a little bit of product every month through either our Smart Ship, through either being a customer, or either being a wholesale associate that just wants to get their products at the best price. But what's really, really important is to qualify those people. And why is it important? So you can find out what they're looking for, and then you can do your best to help them achieve that. Very, very important, because a lot of times we end up trying to drag people, and we are trying to drag them, and we do nothing but frustrate ourselves. And so it's very, very important to reach down, qualify your people, find out what they want, review with them what the Super Patch is doing, the countries that we're opening. Is there people that they know in Colombia, in Mexico, in Norway, in Turkey? Do they know anybody that might be looking for an opportunity, a way to make some extra income and to join our mission to change the world? So what I really wanted to touch base with tonight is, I know that I've done a number of calls with teammates that want to know how to reach down to those people. And you can find all those people in your back office under genealogy in your team. And if you don't know how, just reach out to, but I think most of you know who's on your team, and simply pick up the phone. Send them a text. Say hello. Say, hey, I'd love to chat for 10 minutes. Let me know when you have an opportunity to talk. See if they want to get on a 3-way call with a leader. I don't care. I'll do calls all day long, all night long. I don't care. If I can help in any way bring people up to speed on your team or in this company, whether financially linked to me or not, as a leader in this company, it is my responsibility to help you. It's my duty to help you. And you will get to that point as you rank up and as you build your business, that you will have that responsibility as well to people in your team. So I don't care where you are in this organization. You have an upline in me. I don't care who is linked to me. We are promoting the #OneTeam. I was on Lori Petrelli's call tonight, was honored to be asked to go on it. And I'm learning things from her 40 years of experience and some of the leaders on her team that I'm just delighted to share. So it's very, very important. She's made it very, very clear how important it is to taproot, to reach down to people, let them know that you care, let them know that you believe in them, let them know that at least you're up to date. And that's very important. The other thing is getting people into our team group, our Team Patchination group. So important, as I've said before, to do it in real time. We send invites out to people and they say they don't get the invite. Well, they don't get the invite because a lot of times the page hasn't been refreshed, or it gets pushed down in their notifications, and it might be 10, 15, 20 notifications down in their notification, because over time they get more notifications, and so it pushes it down the feed. When they click on the link, they will be prompted with a question: what is your associate ID number? They will put in their associate ID number, and they will click join, and then the administrators in the group will get a notification that they have answered the qualification question, and then they'll be added into the group. If you want to check whether somebody you invited is in the group, then you just go into the group itself where it has members, and you just click on see all. And if you type their name with the @ sign in front of it, their name should pop up. If it doesn't pop up, then they haven't accepted the invite. And so they can see the group, they just can't participate in it. Okay. And you won't be able to tag them. I see a lot of times people are tagging on the assumption that they, got the invite and responded to it in the necessary way. It's kind of like a wedding RSVP. If you were holding a wedding and you sent out invitations and you just expected people to get their invitation, it might have been lost in the mail, it might have been done whatever. You're going to call them and say, "Hey, I didn't hear from you. Didn't RSVP. What's going on?" Right? So the way you check the RSVP in the group is go to where it says members, see all, type their name, and if they haven't, if they don't come up there, it means that they're not in the group. So that's really all I had to offer tonight that I think is important. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, reach out to me anytime. I will be here to help. And if I don't have the answer, I will do my darndest to get you an answer. And from my perspective, what I do, everybody is capable of doing. All I do, to be quite honest, and I've said it before, Darlene's heard me say it before, Paul's heard me say it before, Jean Poirier, Dan Cristante, you guys that know me, it's just go to work every day. Just go to work every day and believe in yourself and share it with people. You're not a salesperson for patches, although we sell patches. You are a professional sharer. And for this call, become a professional inviter, and you will see improvements in the way you present the opportunity and the way your individual businesses grow. I truly believe that in my heart, and I'm here to serve you guys to the best of my ability. So thank you for being on the call. I'm going to stop the record now, Dar, and I'll let you finish.